Thank you everybody for coming. We are so impressed that everybody so late in the evening wants to come and listen to this little lecture, totally free of Chromebax Alpha. There will be it will be a little practical session this time. I'm Bodil Haug, and this is
Andreas.
And I'm the leader of this group. A lot of them are placed, they are actually standing, so you can sit behind there. And we are a group of ombudsmen, which mandate is to work for children and adolescents, rights to safe childhood and good and valid education. We are located in Viken, a county that surrounds the Oslo area. It's about 1.4 million people who lives in the area we are working in. We are working with children from 0 to 20 years, and we work in all areas that concerns their life. If there's one thing I will bring home from this conference, it is the need of preventing bullying through cooperative learning. Probably you have been to some lessons that tells that. And so many times when we are out, we've said to teachers and parents we meet when we're out in schools that we are role models and we must do so we want others to do. But when we are out, we almost never use cooperative methods ourselves. To be honest, we offer them fairly traditional methods, a little group work, IGP, you heard about that, maybe, but 95% is based on PowerPoint presentations. I don't know about you, but the fascination for PowerPoint is beginning to fade a little. And we found that we needed methods that could transform the sessions we had out with the teachers and staff at schools and kindergarten from passive listeners to active participants. It is ironic, though, that this session here did not allow us to play properly, but is based on, well, yeah, PowerPoint. Hopefully, it will inspire you to play later, and maybe also a little bit in the end. I will start with the history of this. It was spring 2019, before the pandemic, if you remember. We had been, in our group, at too many excellent PowerPoint conferences. So many that our hard disk, at least mine, was kind of filled up. And then the offer came to come to World Anti-Bully Forum in Dublin. And we were discussing a lot. Annette, you were there. And we didn't go. We decided to do something practical instead. Because of what I said, we needed to change how we met teachers at school. It belongs to the history that cyberbullying is one of our main focuses. And gaming is, of course, a part of that. And we know so little. Our lack of knowledge of type of games, influencers, YouTubers, role models, was visible every time we met young people. I don't know about you, how many of you know, not personal, but know a YouTuber? 2, 3, 4, 6 maybe? And you are experts against bullying. When I ask teachers, maybe 1 or 2. We don't know, and these are role models for young people now. They are more influencer than we will never be, and we don't know who they're listening to, what values they're listening to. So we needed some knowledge about that. So we ended up at a click and play based escape room course for pedagogues. Click and play escape room course for pedagogues. Yeah. And there was no PowerPoint included in that session. It combined 21st century skills, cooperative learning, social skills, and creativity. It's a kind of Kinder egg, three things in one. So we challenged the lecturer, can this be used at any topic at all, and to which level, to any level, and also to any target group? And he said, yes. So we challenged and started to work to make escape boxes for the Kindergarten Education and Independent School Act, for both one for the kindergarten and one for the act of school. So there are two different levels. And the target group is teachers and staffs that work at school.
Using escape room methodology, you need to know the design. The design is either linear, multilinear, or open. Doing the multilinear design is the hardest one. Our boxes, they are based on the linear one. You do one task, then you move on to the next task, and so on, until you find the golden key or the goal in the end. Our boxes today are both physical and digital. Physical meaning that we, as ombudsmen, travel out to the schools and have the course with teachers or kindergarten staff. The digital one that we will show you later is basically, you could sit anywhere, as long as you're a group of 4 to 5 in cooperation, and we could sit somewhere else. We'll do it through Teams or Zoom and have a digital course.
Escape room is designed for working together, corporately. I had to do this many times, corporately. Searching for clues, solving puzzles, and to accomplish a task within a specified amount of time. So the time limit is 60 minutes. So this course takes 60 minutes, all in all. And usually within a themal narrative or a mission. And a mission could be going to March, finding the golden key, or for those who went to the dinner last night, finding the head of St. Eric. Or what is our mission, Andreas?
The mission in the digital version we're going to show you later is, as Bodil told you, to find the golden key. It's a group of students that are on a field trip. Of course, things happen during the trip, which causes several problems to occur that the teachers need to solve before moving on to the next task. And in the end, they have to find the key to the bus, so that the students actually can come home from the field trip.
We will not be fanatics. This is not the only way, but it's such fun, and it actually seemed to work. What we see is engagement, competition, not against each other, but together in group competition, collaboration, communication, courage, and critical thinking, supported by the design of the game. And if you look at those skills, it's actually the same skills often that are needed when you are going to prevent bullying and build a safe and healthy classroom at schools.
The themes that these people went through, we've actually tried the box already and they had great fun doing it, is, for instance, sociogram, how you map students' relations, how the definition of bullying affects the actions that you take in preventing or solving a bullying case. Social media, We go through a quick Snapchat task, the national curriculum, and the legislation surrounding a safe school environment in the classroom. And what is the feedback so far? As you can see, 97.7% agrees that they have learned something useful in dealing with bullying. It's a very small sample, as you can see. It's just 177 people that has gone through the evaluation, but we will have research on the method and if it works throughout the process. But now, let's go and try and play. As you can see, here's the bus. And it's, as Bodil told you, based on the click and play thing.
This is the digital one, though.
Yes. Yeah. This is the digital version of the section 9A. So here you get the story about the students that are out traveling. And then you have to go back and click again to get the next page. And then you have to remove it again based on the click and play method. And then, are you ready? Then you have to, where's the pointer? It's there. You have to say, I'm ready. When you've done that, you go into the game. And when you're in a group of 4 to 5, one of them is the time controller. I'm not going to be that one, or I could be the time controller today, since I'm the only one playing it. And then you start. Okay, there's something happening. Here's something happening. But that one, oh, let's click on that one. Oh, no, you can't use that yet. Okay. Then we have to go out and we'll do this one. It says, oh, it's locked. You can't get in there. Okay, how should I solve that? Okay, let's... No, there's no key on the floor, unfortunately.
On the drawer?
So you can't find it. But here, you have to go to the Directorate of Education and their toolbox online on how to tackle different bullying situations or how to prevent these situations. And you see a movie.
This is the official website with a lot of good ideas and competence to get to know when you have a problem at schools. But people doesn't seem to know about it. So that's why we are using this, to get people into that page to get to know it.
And you see this little movie here that you have to look through, and then you could answer the first questions. But we're going to go here. No, we're not, because that was the wrong password. Is it this one? No. I can't remember where to go now, even though I've done this many times. But you get the idea. You do solve questions and puzzles, and then you move on.
And some of the point is, because we did this with the school legislation in a county once, and they said, well, one of the bosses there, she said, where do I find what to do? And this is some of the point, because you don't. You have to take the clues you got and figure out what to do yourself. This is some of the point. Young people know that.
And of course,
we struggle with it.
And of course, if you're stuck, you could always see where to go. So we have a little helpline if something happens. But here we go.
Yeah, there, you got it.
Nothing happens.
Okay. You move on? Yeah. This experience for us, this is a new experience for us, and it will be not take over the PowerPoint, to be sure. We still love that. but it's additional. And to see people play, that's I think that's so important, because maybe we forget to play now. And children's ability to play is a life skill, and it's so important to work with restorative approach through playing. And if we forget to play, how could we be role models then? So it has shown us that playtime is not only for young people. We must play more, and we need it.
And with that, we say thank you and open up for questions. We have 2 questions. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Thank you for the presentation. I have 2 short practical questions. One is that do you plan to create an English translation adaptation? The second one is which platform do you use to create this escape room? Because we all, with an NGO, we also create some of these, and we are interested in what you use.
I have a. Okay. I can take it. Take the first one. This is based on the Norwegian law, so translated it wouldn't be right, because it would be totally different laws around Europe. So it has to be translated into the local law.
And the platform we use, I'm not sure, but because it's a company doing it for us. We're not the technical geniuses behind it.
If you believe that.
But let's talk afterwards, and I'll get your email, and I'll get through all the information you need.
But they will probably could do it, and because it's based in Germany, so it's an international company who actually make the techniques about it. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. It was very interesting. I have a practical question as well. How much money does it cost? How expensive is it to make one 60-minute session?
When we go out to the teachers, it's for free.
Well, how much did you pay for it?
Ooh.
It's about in Norwegian crowns, translated into euro. For one.
For all the 5 boxes, it's approximately 40,000 euros.
But that's for 3 different boxes and also the digital solution. Yeah, we can. I'm sure they will be happy to tell you too. So that's not a problem. Yeah.
Any other questions?
Do anyone want to play after this? Yeah. We will open it for you. So if you want to do it, we can give you the passwords, so you can go in and see and try for yourself. But to be honest, the digital one is fun, but it's much more fun to do the motoric box itself. And we get the kindergarten box in the start of December. And we are looking so much forward to that, because bringing that for the staff in kindergartens, there will be this spring, and this will be so fun. So.
And here's another question.
Well, it's not a question, it's a comment. It makes me remember that a few years ago I needed to inform parents of a primary school about what we were doing to teach their children about homophobia, which was a very sensitive subject.
Yeah.
And what we did was more or less what you did. We just had a room with tables, and we did all the games that we did with children. We put a kind of slightly changed version for adults on every table, and then on the parents' evening, the parents were just asked to do the same games. And then we just talked a little bit afterwards. And that sounds a little bit like this, you know, it's experiential. You don't need you don't need always technical solutions, I think, to make this kind of escape room. Because it's just kind of like more like a puzzle route.
Yeah.
So you can do that live as well. I think it depends a lot on your creativity as well.
Thank you very much. And you don't need much. And in every country, I think it is, in Norway at least, we have a Facebook, escape room for teachers on Facebook. And they put out a lot of finished solutions that you can do, just small bits, so you can try to make small math solutions in this method. So, and you have to try a little bit yourself, because it's easy to say, this isn't for me, I can't do it, I don't know it, we don't have this technical solution. Yes, it doesn't need much. It can be very practical, and if you go to the group in your country, I'm sure you can have free samples so you can adopt directly.
And to conclude, because we're running out of time,
yeah.
If you want to try to play the digital version, just go to the conference platform, look for this session, and you'll find the contact information to me and to Bodil and our colleagues, and we will send you the password or maybe arrange a digital go-through after this conference. It was great seeing you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for coming.